Okay, so number 10, 11 and 12, 13, 14 I was asked to do. Right, so number 10, right, if this is the function that's drawn, right, okay, look, this is the function y equals f of x is another name for y, so y plus 2. So you have to move all the y values up 2. So this is the point minus 6, 4, right? So you move the y up 2. So you go up 2 is minus 6, 6. Move this y value up 2. Move this y value up 2. Move this one minus 3. Actually, you don't need to move them all because they're all not exact. I'll only move the ones that are exactly on a square. So this one's exactly on a square, so it goes up 2. Right? This one's exactly on a square, so it goes up 2. And this one's exactly on a square, so it goes up 2. So, and then you get your ruler and draw it. Okay, okay. Right, that's supposed to be a straight line. Dear God, so that's y equals fx plus 2. Then the other one is y equals minus y. Okay, so y becomes minus y. So that means the y value stays the same, but you just put a minus in front of it. So the y value here is 4, so it's actually now minus 4. The y value here is 4. Oh, sorry. No, the y value here is 2, so now it becomes minus 2. The y value here is 0, so it becomes minus 0, which is 0 again. And the y value here is minus 2, right? Okay, so now minus 2 becomes plus 2. So that's your new line there. So that's y equals minus f of x. Okay, right. Next one, number 11. Right, okay, I'll just change this back to the blue color. Right, okay, so y equals f, find the value of f is 7. That just means everywhere you see an x, put in a 7. So it's 3 times 7 plus 5, which is 26. Here, everywhere you see an x, put in a k, so that just becomes 3k plus 5. Okay, and then using your answer to part B or otherwise find the value of k for which f of k equals k. So f of k we just figured out is 3k plus 5. So you want to know where does that equal k equal k. So that's just a case of then k's on one side, numbers on the other. So where does it equal k? So then leave the 3k, bring over the k this way. So why do I keep writing 5 instead of k? So that k comes over and becomes a minus k. The 5 goes over that way and becomes a minus 5. So you get 2k equals minus 5. Divide each side by 2. And you get k is equal to minus 5 over 2. Okay, next one. Here are the functions are shown below. Identify each one. So this is a happy phase because it's a positive x squared, and this is a sad phase because it's a negative x squared. So that means this is f of x and this is g of x. Okay, the functions below are shown below, and then it says write down the roots. Guys, the roots are the solutions or where it crosses the x-axis. So the solutions here are x equals minus 2 and x equals 3 for that one, where it crosses the x-axis. Right, okay, so then that was originally x plus 2 equals 0, and it was x minus 3 equals 0. So that was originally x plus 2 times x minus 3 equals 0. And you can square that out if you wish. You don't need to, but when you square it out and tidy it up, that'd be x squared minus x minus 6 equals 0. Okay, then the roots of k are where does this, the k one, where does this graph cross the x-axis? So it's x equals -3 and x equals 2. So that used to be x plus 3 equals 0. And this used to be x minus 2 equals 0. And again, originally that was 2 sets of brackets before you let each bracket equal 0. So that's x plus 3 and x minus 2 equals 0. And when you multiply that out and tidy it up, it'll be x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. Okay. You don't need to multiply them out. You'd get full marks for just having this line here. This line here will get you full marks. Okay. Number 13. G of x is a function. Find the value of each of the following. G of 3 means everywhere I see an x, put in a 3. So it's 3 minus 1, which is 2. And everywhere I see an x, put in a minus 2. So it's minus 2 minus 1, which is minus 3. Okay. Then it says graph the functions, the two functions on the same scale, right? Okay, so this is my first function. So you have to go, it's between minus 2 and 3. So you'll, into your calculator, get all your 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's 2x squared, that's 8, 10, that's 4, I think. Right, minus 1 in there. That would be 2, 3. That would be minus 3, I think. Now, something wrong there. That would be minus 2, 0 would be minus 6, 1 would be 2, minus 5, I think. That's 2, that's 8, 6, that's 0, I think. And 3 is, that's 18, 15, 9, I think. Okay, now the O's are open to correction. Okay, so then you draw get the other one, G of x. So G of x, they've already told me, G of x equals x minus 1 in part A. So then you get your points, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, and 3, 2. Okay, so then you get your x and y axis and you draw this one, whatever it looks like, I don't know, you'll end up with that. And then you'll draw this one and it'll be your line, right? Okay, now I haven't drawn them accurately, but I'm presuming that bit's okay. Okay, next one, number 14. Part of the graph of the function is shown here, right? Okay, find two equations in A and B. So basically, girls, the function is y equals x squared plus ax plus b. Now you have 2 points, right? So your first point is minus 5, minus 4. So that just means everywhere I see an x, put in a minus 5. Everywhere I see a y, put in a minus 4. So instead of that y, it's minus 4 equals minus 5 2b squared plus a times minus 5 plus b, right? So that would be minus 4 equals 25 minus 5a plus b. Okay, so moving that around, you'll get 5a plus b. So I brought over the a, brought over the b. The 25 is here already. Bring over the minus 4 becomes 29. Plus 4 is 29. That's one equation in A and B. The second equation in A and B, you get it from the second point. So the second point was 2, 3. So that means everywhere I see an x, put in a 2. Everywhere I see a y, put in a 3. So I end up with 3 equals 2 to be squared. So instead of that y, a 3, instead of that x, a 2, and instead of that x, a 2. So it's a times 2 plus b. So that's 3 is equal to 2 squared is 4 plus 2a plus b. So rearranging, you have minus 2a minus b equals 4 minus 3 when it comes over, so that's 1. There's my second equation. Okay, so part 2 of that question says solve. So you'll end up with 5a plus b equals 29 minus 2a minus b equals 1. They will cancel straight away, right? Okay, and you end up with 3a equals 30. So that just means a is 10. Right, and then 5a plus 10 equals 29. Sorry, a is 10, isn't it? 5a plus b equals 29. So a is 10, 5 times 10 plus b equals 29. B equals 29 minus 50, so b equals minus 21. So that curve above there is, instead of a, put in y equals x squared plus 10x minus 21. Okay? Write down the coordinates where it cuts the y-axis. Cuts the y-axis, x equals 0. So everywhere I see an x, put in a 0. Plus 10 times 0 minus 21. So you'll end up with x is 0, y ends up being minus 21. Right? Find the point on the curves where it cuts the x-axis. So the rule is cuts the x-axis, y equals 0. So everywhere you see a y sticking a 0, so you have 0 equals x squared plus 10x minus 21. Now corrected one place at decimal squares means you're using the minus b formula. So it's minus b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2 times a. So remember, a is the number in front of x squared, which is 1. B is the number in front of x, which is 10. And c is the number by itself, which is minus 21. So then you fill in. So you'll get minus 10 plus minus the square root of 10 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 21 all over 2 times a, which is 2 times 1. So into the calculator with that, just type it all in with the plus and get an answer, and then go back and change it to a minus and get an answer. So you get 2 answers there. I'll leave you do that in the calculator yourselves. Okay.